Okay, hello everybody and welcome. This will be class number 11. We've moved to doing the classes in the day now, which is quite nice actually. So it's lovely bright sunshine out there today. The weather's been gorgeous. So, but it does get quite hot, doesn't it? So we're going to do some lovely cooling breath later on. We'll be working with the breath as normal all the way through the class. And just thinking about coming out, sort of easing lockdown a little bit. Maybe people seem to be getting a bit stressy. I've encountered a few stressy people. Steve encountered a few stressed people today. So just giving you a quote, one I've quoted for you before, but just a nice quote really. Just about the mind. So, undisturbed calmness of mind is attained by cultivating friendliness towards the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and indifference towards the wicked. So that's from the ancient Yoga Sutras. Okay, so as normal, don't work into pain. Just enjoy yourself. You can dip in and out now because we've been putting text on for each section. So if you just want to do the warm up, just do that. If you want to just do the relaxation, just do that. If you want to do the whole class, sorry, Steve's distracted me with his mat. If you want to do the whole class, then obviously by all means enjoy the whole class. So coming down onto your mats, coming into your space. Dog's got a chew, so if you're wondering what that strange noise is, that's the dog chewing a chew. So just coming down into your lovely Shavasana position. Remember, you can have legs outstretched, feet flopping out to the side, or you can have your knees bent and your knees turned in towards each other. If you had cushions, if you're in the lounge, if you've got cushions, or if you've got a bolster or a block or anything, you can put that under your knees if you want to just release the lower back slightly. Remember, having the palms away from you up towards the ceiling is ideal in Shavasana, or just have the palms resting on the belly, not touching each other, just lightly on the belly. Okay, closing the eyes. Just observing how you feel in the space. Don't know what time of day you're practicing. You might be practicing in the morning. I know somebody did the class outside the other day, which was lovely. You might be practicing in the afternoon, in the evening. So just become aware of the sensations first of all in the body. Become aware of dog's gone. Just become aware of the sensations in the body. So just notice if there's any tension in the body. Don't be upset or grumpy. Any tension, any pain. Just gently breathing. Just noticing really, not trying to change. And then feeling if there's any sensation of hot or cold. Do you feel warm? Feel chilly, and then focusing on the breath. Hopefully, if you can breathe in and out through the nose, nice and gently. If that's not possible, obviously breathe in and out through the mouth. And just bringing that breath sensation down into the tummy. So when you breathe in, your tummy rises, and when you breathe out, your tummy falls. Breathe in, tummy rises. Breathe out, tummy falls. And then a lovely deep breath into the tummy, filling that tummy with prana. Tummy's coming right up. You can put your hands onto your tummy if you want to feel this like a balloon inflating. And then as you breathe out, just let the air go nice and slowly and gently. Nice long out breath, everything flowing away into the floor. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to start with our mobilisation sequence. So we're going to have legs together, point those toes away, nice deep breath in, arms above you, fingers pointing all the way back, stretching through the fingers and the toes. Really lovely stretch all the way through the body. And then breathing in and breathing out, stretching those toes up towards the ceiling, heels pushed away. You'll feel a lovely stretch all the way down the back of the legs. Really enjoying that stretch. Breathing in and breathing out, bringing those arms back down by your side. So right knee's coming in, so clasping around the knee, just below the knee, and feeling that lovely stretch. So hips get quite stiff, so really lovely hip opening exercise. And then clasping around the back of the thigh, foot going up towards the ceiling. Rotate that foot 3 times one way. Mobilising that ankle joint, and then 3 times the other way. Breathing in and releasing that leg down. Just take a moment to notice now if there's any difference in the sensation of the length of the legs. Okay, same on the left. So bringing that left knee in towards your chest, feeling that stretch all the way up into the small of the back. Opening that hip, and then clasping around the back of the thigh, foot going up towards the ceiling, rotating that foot 3 times one way and 3 times the other way. Breathing in and then breathing out, releasing that leg down. So both legs should feel the same length now. Lovely. Both knees come in, right and then left. And then clasping and pulling in tight like a little ball, like a little hedgehog. Releasing off the lower back. You can bring your head up towards the knees if you want to. Try to release those shoulders though. Try not to scrunch those shoulders. Lovely. And then rolling over to the right hand side if you've got normal or high blood pressure. To the left if you've got low. Coming up to seated, so sitting nice and tall. So ideally we're going to be working with our legs crossed, but legs outstretched is fine as well, absolutely fine. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. So if you've got your legs crossed, you know what I'm going to say, you need to cross the opposite way. Have you gone to the...
No.
No, it was good, you followed my instructions.
No, I'll do it right this week.
Do it right this week. Right, okay, right hand down, left hand up, breathing in. Breathing out over to the side. So you can bend that other elbow and just look forwards, lovely side stretch. Breathing in, all crack, and then breathing out. That elbow always makes a loud noise. Breathing in, breathing out over to the side. Breathing into centre, and then down. Okay, this time if you've got no issues with the neck, breathing in and looking up towards the ceiling, past the elbow, breathing out over to the side, breathing in and then out, and then last one on the final side, breathing in, looking up past the elbow, on the out breath, breathing into centre and then down. Lovely, okay, release those legs, cross them the opposite way if you've got them crossed. Okay, we're going to do our lovely twist, so hands in prayer. Okay, breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, turning to the right. Breathing in, stretch up, pull that spine up, and then breathe out, twist round to the rear. Breathing back to the centre. Breathing in. Okay, breathing in. Breathing out. Round to the side, breathe in, pull up, straighten that spine, and then breathe out, twist round. Lovely twist, and then breathe into centre. Okay, and breathe out. One more each side, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and then breathing out, twist round. Breathe into centre. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe back to centre. And then release. Lovely. Okay, legs cross the other way if you're crossing them. This time we're going to do lovely forward and back. So nice and tall. Imagine your Pinocchio puppet string coming from the top of the head, pulling you up towards the ceiling, shoulders back and down. Breathing in. Breathing out. So coming forwards, hands in front of you, head down, nice gentle forward bend. Breathe into centre. And then fingers pointing forward, just behind you, breathing out, pushing those shoulders up. Don't let that head fall the whole way. Either look up to the ceiling or look forward. Breathing into centre. Breathing out forwards. Breathing in. So we're mobilising the spine in all different planes of movement. Breathing out. Shoulders up, looking, shoulders back, looking up, and then breathe into centre. Lovely. Hands and knees then. We're going to move on to our cat and cow position. So if you want to have something underneath the knees, just to give you a little bit more protection. And again, remember with the fists, if you don't want to have a flat hand with a right angled wrist, then you can come up onto the fists if that's better for your wrists. Okay, feet flat. So breathing in, dip the back, look forward. Into the cow, breathing out, pulling that tummy up towards the ceiling, push through the hands, look between the legs, into the cat. Breathing in, dip the back, look forward. And then breathing out, pulling that tummy up towards the ceiling, into the cat. Okay, and then come back to neutral. Okay, so staying in this position, we're going to do thread the needle. So we're going to take, the left hand is going to come underneath the head in the middle of the space. Okay, we're going to breathe in, raise that right arm right up. As if you're pulling back the string of a bow. And then as you breathe out, that right hand comes through, palm up, shoulder down. That's lovely, well done. So if you want to extend this, just stay here and breathe for a second. You can move that arm forward. That left hand can go forward if you want to extend that stretch. Releasing off. If you don't want to come all the way down, then just do the arm position to where you want to. So bringing that left hand back, breathing in, all the way up again, and then all the way back down. Okay, same on the other side. So right hand moves in slightly to the centre, breathing in, pulling that bow up all the way on the left side, and then breathing out, coming all the way through. So palm faces up, left shoulder down this time, head down, and move that hand away if you want to. That's just increasing that stretch. If this is too strong, don't stay here, but if you're happy to, stay for a couple of breaths. Okay, then coming up, bringing that hand back, breathing in with the left, all the way up again, and then come back down to neutral. Lovely, well done everyone. Lovely stretch for the shoulders there. So we're now going to move on to our downward facing dog, 3-part down dog. So toes under, nice position with the hands, breathing in, breathing out, bottom up nice and high. So up on your heels, nice bent knees, head going between the top of the arms, just try to release the tension in the head and push back, push that tailbone back. So you can even have the knees as bent as making the ribs touch the thighs if you want to. On this first one, keep breathing. Coming down, breathing in, and then breathing out. Bottom goes towards the heels, hands forward, extended child's pose. Release off any tension in the shoulders. You can wriggle the wrists and the fingers if you want to. Okay, coming up to tabletop. This time we're going to come up to down dog and we're going to work those heels down one at a time. So toes under, breathing in, breathing out. Bottom up nice and high. So up on your toes, get that lovely position, pushing the head, not really pushing, just allowing the head to be between the top of the arms, and then feet down one at a time, heels down, releasing off the Achilles heel, back of the calf. All the walking we've been doing is quite tense and tight in the calves at the moment for me. So it's quite a lovely position to just walk out that tension. And when you're ready, knees down, breathe in and then breathe out. Bottom down towards your heels, head down, extended child's pose. Take a breath to release those shoulders, release those hands and wrists. And then last one, coming up, tabletop position. So breathing in, toes under. Breathing out, bottom up nice and high, into your full down dog position. So Adho Mukha Shavasana. So pushing back. Pushing that tailbone back. You can keep a slight bend in the knee, the heels don't have to come all the way down. Just keep pushing back with the shoulders, strengthening and obviously an inversion. Head lower than the heart. Keep breathing. Come down when you're ready, you don't need to stay up there if it's uncomfortable. And then coming down. This time you can have your knees wide if you want to. Extended child's pose forward with the knees wide. If that's not comfortable, then do the normal child's pose, or bring your hands down by your feet. Okay, coming up to tabletop. So we're going to come up to standing. So coming up via downward facing dog, or of course come up whichever way you like to. So breathing in, breathing out, bottom up nice and high, walking those feet towards the fingertips, folding over into your ragdoll. So really have the knees bent and have your belly on you and your thighs, and then breathing in, coming up nice and slow. Head and shoulders last of all. Lovely, well done, fantastic. Okay, so we're going to do salute to the sun because we've got some lovely sunshine and we need to enjoy and salute this beautiful sunshine. Okay, so we'll just do the modified one, I think, because it's quite warm, so we don't want to get overheated doing it now. Okay, so nice Tadasana stance, shoulders back and down, feet parallel. Lovely. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, coming all the way down. Breathing in, right knee down, look forward. Breathing out, tabletop position. Lovely. Forearms down, walk those legs back. Breathe into Sphinx. Keep those shoulders down, breathing in. Hands at the side. Breathe out into extended child's pose. Sit back on those heels. Breathing in. Right leg forward. Breathing out, left to join it. Breathe in all the way up. And then breathe out all the way down. Lovely, well done. Okay. Come back to the top of your mats. Breathing in. Looking up. Breathing out. Coming all the way down. Breathing in. Left knee down. Look forward. Breathing out. Tabletop position. Okay. Forearms down. Legs go back. Breathe into Sphinx position. Breathe out. Hands at the side. Extended child's pose. Breathe in, left leg forward. Breathe out, right to join it. Breathe in, use those tummy muscles and those knees. All the way up, and then breathing out, all the way back down. hands into prayer. Lovely. So if you were of a mind to, you could pause the video at this point and do a few more if you want to. But we're going to carry straight on, aren't we, Steve? Okay, so we'll be working with our Trikonasana to start off with. So turning to the mat, having the mat long ways either side. Okay, so start off with those lovely Tadasana feet. So feet, toes pointing forward, feet parallel. So we don't want the hips in, the heels in or the heels out. Okay. Nice stance, standing nice and tall. Lovely. Shoulders back and down. Releasing the arms, releasing any tension. Okay. Breathing in. Nice wide stance. Okay. So, I'm going to come that off slightly so you can see. So, we're going to turn both feet to the right. The hips are going to come back to the centre. Just look across the arms, make sure they're nice and straight, so not one arm forward or one arm up, one arm down. Lovely, well done. Okay, turning to look to the right, yeah, okay. So, breathing in. Lean over as far as you can, stretch, 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 and then come down. So remember, have your hand on your hip to start off with. So remember, you can come down to the thigh, not the knee, no pressure on the knee, or the shin, or down to the floor. So I'm coming down to the shin just to show you a lovely position. So straighten that right arm, holding onto the shin, get that shoulder back, and then that other arm comes up, nice and straight, palm facing forwards, and then if you're balanced, look up towards that thumb. Looking up towards the left thumb. Breathe here, don't hold your breath. Trikonasana. So to come out, hand back on the hip, bend that knee, come up from the side, breathing in and then breathing out. Lovely, well done. Same on the other side. So, both feet towards the left now, hips towards the front. Nice position with the arms. Looking over the left hand this time, breathing in, breathing out. So push, push, push over to the left as much as possible and then come down. Hand on hip to start off with. Okay, so get nice alignment with the shoulders first of all. Get that top shoulder back. And when you're ready, that arm comes up. Right arm up this time, nice and straight, palm facing forwards. Looking up to that right thumb this time. Keep breathing. Trikonasana, keep breathing. So we're combining strength, balance and a side stretch. Breathing in, coming up. And then breathing out. Okay, lovely. So, we're going to move over to Utthita Pasvakonasana, which is extended side stretch. So we're going to go into the triangle first, and then we're going to move into our extended side stretch. So back to your first side, towards the right, feet towards the right, hip towards the front, arms outstretched. Breathing in, looking over the right, breathing out, coming over, and coming down, hand on hip. Okay, so instead of moving into triangle, we're going to bend that right knee. The elbow is going to come just in front of the elbow, palm facing up. And then this hand that's on the shoulder, keep that shoulder back. And then we're going to shoot that hand across. Okay, don't dangle too low. So I want tension and action in that hand. Well done, fantastic. Okay, so you can't see my hand on that side, so I'm going to come over here so you can see the arm position. So I don't want the arms sort of dangling. Lovely active position, but you can see a line from the toes on the left foot all the way up the body, across, and then that arm shoots over. And if you can, look up under the elbow, up towards the ceiling. Extended side stretch. Utthita Pasvakonasana. Okay, breathing in, windmill the arms up, and then breathing out. Okay, lovely. So I'm going to move the feet over to the left. So just check your foot position there as well. Where I moved there, my foot was out of line. So this here wants to be in line with the instep of the other foot. So you've got a lovely firm base. Okay, arms outstretched. So into that triangle to start off with, looking over the left hand, breathing in, breathing out, going forwards, coming down, hand on hip. Okay, so bending that left knee this time, elbow onto the knee. You can widen your stance if you want to come down a bit lower. Shoulder back and shooting that arm off with energy in that arm. Looking up under the armpit, up towards the ceiling if you can. If that's not comfortable or that's not balanced, just gaze forward or gaze down if you want to. Lovely. Breathing in, wimble those arms up. Straighten the leg and then release. Lovely, well done. Okay, so we're going to keep, well, we can heel toe the feet in. I was going to stay in that position, but we've already both come out of it now. So we're going to do a wide angled forward bend this time, and we're going to work with our shoulders as well. So I might just show you the shoulder position before we start. So clasping the hands on the bottom, so you can do this, Steve. We'll just do this shoulder position to start off with. So nice Tadasana feet, so clasping the hands together. If you can't do this, if this is uncomfortable, then obviously you've got the option, if you want to hold a belt behind you, so you get a little bit more of a gap. Okay, so when you do this, I don't want the shoulders to be up around the neck. Release them down. Okay, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, gently raise the arms, sorry. Trying to keep the shoulders down still, but raising the arms. Yeah, is that all right, Steve? Okay, keep breathing. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Okay, so we're going to do that when we're actually down in our wide angle forward bend. So, breathing in, nice wide stance. Okay, so you can have your feet pointing out slightly if you want to. Okay, so normally we would come down with our arms up and then come down. We'll do that first of all actually. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, coming down. Okay, so should have said if you wanted to, you could have a block, but we're not really working with the block at the moment, so that's okay. Right, so if you're happy to here, take the arms onto the back, clasp the hands, and then raise the arms forward, raise the arms up, and the head goes down. So the arms will be going either towards the back of the room or up towards the ceiling, depending on where your arms are. I'm just coming up to see Steve. You happy in that position?
Yeah.
Yes, he says, yes. Right, okay, don't hold it too long with the arms if you don't want to. So to come out, just use those tummy muscles, bend those knees slightly, bring the arms down, and then release. Yeah, we're going to try that one more time. Okay, so we'll do the arms up first. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, arms come all the way down. So just be happy in your forward bend to start off with. Releasing everything down, releasing off the inner thighs, making sure there's no too much tension. If you don't want to do the arm position, that's fine. Just have the hands either on the floor in front of you on a block, or if you want to, have the hands on the shins. That's lovely. So if you want to do the arm position, clasp the hands behind the back, breathe in. And as you breathe out, the arms come up towards the ceiling, head goes down. Lovely. keep breathing. And then coming up, releasing the arms. Okay, so we don't need to come all the way up. You can just bring your hands forward, bring your feet in, bend the knees, come down to seated. Lovely, well done everyone, fantastic. That was different, wasn't it? So I've had a lot of problems with this left shoulder recently, and I've been doing lots of shoulder work, so I thought I'd incorporate this shoulder work into it. Okay, lovely. So we're going to do the bridge now. So we've done our forward bending. Now we're going to do our backward bending. So we're going to come onto the mat, come to the top of the mat with your feet flat. So just before you lay down, we'll do the little strengthening work for our abs. So arms pointing forward, so gazing forward, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, try and come down with control, slow as you possibly can. You kind of hit a bit where you come down faster and then come down. Oh, lovely. Okay, so just get used to being on the floor. Bring the heels in a bit closer. See if you can touch your heels with your hands. That's lovely. Okay, so hands down into a working position. So we're going to do Dvipadapita. So remember, we're going to do that pelvic tilt first of all. You sitting okay? I might come forward a bit. That's better. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out, pushing this lower middle part of the back down, raising the tailbone but not taking the hips right off the floor. Pushing down on the feet. Remember to keep those knees tracking nice and parallel. So knees need to be closer, feet a little bit wider, Steve. That's better. That's lovely. Okay, keep holding everything here. So we're holding, tensing the tummy muscles, pulling in the pelvic floor, tensing the glutes, tensing the thighs, pushing down on the hands but not lifting, pushing down on the feet. You can close your eyes and try and focus on all this area. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just let it all melt back down. Lovely, well done everyone. Okay, breathing in. Breathing out. Tense, 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 tense. Lifting that tailbone slightly. Lovely pelvic tilt. So when you're in this position, take one more breath in. And then breathing out, raising those hips up this time. So pushing down flat on the feet and raising those hips up. So you're in a kind of ski slope position. So you've got knees, hips, and then shoulders. Okay, lovely. Keep tracking those knees in, Steve. Looking up. Either closing the eyes or just gazing up to the ceiling, hands down. Lovely. Keep breathing. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, release the back down, one vertebra at a time, nice and slowly, all the way down until the lower back hits the deck, and then breathe. Bring both knees in, one at a time. And just do some little circles each way, releasing off the lower back. We've been working with shoulders on the forward bend. We'll do the one where we come and bring our shoulders underneath this. So feet flat. Okay, so hands down to start off with. Breathing in, breathing out. Pelvic tilt. Just to a tilting position. Breathe in and then breathe out. Back comes up, hips go up. Now push those hips up as high as you can this time and sort of shuffle your hands and your arms underneath you. So you'll be onto your shoulders really, and you'll be clasping the hands, pushing away underneath you. If that's not comfortable, obviously just have the hands flat. If you're in this position, keep pushing up, gazing up to the ceiling. So strength all the way. Lovely, well done. Really lovely strengthening back bend. Keep breathing. Pulling those hands away from you underneath the body. Okay, so to come out, we're going to release the hands, release the shoulders, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, come down really slowly, as slow as you possibly can, with control. Bottom comes down and then knees in one at a time. Lovely, okay, so we're just going to release the lower back and do some breathing exercises as well. So pushing the knees away with the hands, breathe in. Breathe out, pull them back towards you. Pushing them away, breathe in. Breathe out, pull them back towards you. Lovely, well done. Push them away, breathe in. And then pull them back towards you, breathe out. Okay, now parting the knees, breathing in, making a big circle so the knees go wide. As you breathe in, push them away. Breathe out, bring them in. So 3 of those, that was 1. This will be number 2. 1 more. This will be number 3. Okay, so your knees are in, your breath is out. Push them away, breathing in. And then part the knees, come the opposite way. That's 1. Sit still, well done. Breathing in. Up, well done. Okay, so here we're going to just do a little bit of strengthening with the arms and the legs. So have the knees up towards the ceiling, and we're going to have them at a right angle to our body. So palms flat. So you're going to breathe in. You're going to raise the feet and raise the arms, and then breathe out. Bring them back down. Breathe in. Feet go up towards the ceiling. Your feet can be flat. You can push the heels up when you get there. Breathe out. So timing the movement with the arms and the legs. Last one, breathing in. Straightening those legs, arms above your body. Breathing out. Okay, lovely. So feet flat. So we're going to stay in this position and we're going to do belly twist, Jathara Parivriti. So moving so you can have enough room to have the legs going down. I think I'll go the opposite way actually, it'll be easier for you to see. In fact, I might go that way, and that'll be better, you'll be able to see better. Okay, so remember that position we were in Trikonasana with the hands and the arms straight across the body. So have that position again. In fact, what you can do is you can raise the right hand up towards the ceiling completely. Palms flat, that's lovely. Go with the palm facing in, the more natural ways to do. That's it, yeah. Push up, push up, push up, and then release that shoulder down. Same on the left, so left, push up, and then down. So you're left with your arms up, palms facing each other. Then release the top arm down, and then release the forearms down. So you can have palms facing up or palms facing down, whichever's more comfortable for you. But just check across now, just check hand to hand, making sure. Okay, so feet slightly hip width apart, knees tracking. So we're just going to roll side to start off with. So rolling down to the right, keep looking up to the ceiling, breathing in, and then breathing out over to the left. Just to get the movement going, breathing into centre. Okay, this time I'm going to put the feet together, knees together, breathe in, breathe out, roll those knees over to the right. So the left foot comes up on top of the right foot And then when you're there, looking up to the ceiling first of all, breathing in. And as you breathe out, turn the head to the left. So knees are down to the right, head towards the left. And just stay in this position. Just releasing this hip here. You might feel tension in this hip. So just enjoy releasing that tension. When you feel tension and pain, it's better to not tense up against it. It's better to just breathe into it and release it. Okay, breathing in, head up, knees up. Breathing out. Legs go to the left. Head turns towards the right this time. Okay, so this time that right foot is on top of that left foot. And we're releasing this side now. Might feel slightly different to the other side. Not usually the same, exactly the same on each side. Enjoy releasing those knees down. Keep breathing. Looking up to the ceiling, breathing in. Knees come up. Okay. So just rest for a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the knees down and then we're going to extend the legs. So if you want to bring the legs further and further up to the side, you can, but that's harder, so it's easier to have the legs further down. Okay, breathing in. Breathing out. Knees over to the right. Look to the left. And then if you want to, you can straighten those legs. Try and keep that foot on top of the other one, so it's quite strong, quite difficult. Keep breathing. And bringing the knees back in, bending the knees. And then breathing out, coming up to the side. Okay, breathing in. Breathing out over to the left this time. Look along the right. Am I going to hit you? No. Straighten those legs out. Okay, really enjoying that stretch. So you'll feel a lovely stretch on this side now. Looking over to the opposite side. Bending those knees on the side. And then breathing into the centre. Feet flat. Okay. Bring the knees in one at a time and just release off it. Small movements just to release any tension. And rolling over to the right hand side if you've got normal or high blood pressure. To the left if you've got low. Okay. So we're just going to do Vada Konasana, the cobbler. So coming up to seated now. Have both feet in towards the body, sole to sole, and then looping your belt around the top of the feet. Okay, so this is not the position we want to be in. We don't want shoulders up. We want the shoulders nice and down, releasing those shoulders off. Sitting up nice and tall. Okay. So again, you might feel the tension and tightness here on the inner thighs. So just working with the breath, we'll do the butterfly, but as we release those legs down, we're not forcing them down with our elbows, we're just doing nice gentle movements with the breath. So breathing in, knees come up, breathing out, releasing those knees down. Lovely, Steve, well done. Breathing in, can you have your feet point together? That's it, breathing in. That's lovely, and then breathing out. He's doing a strange thing with his feet. He's opening his feet. I've never seen you do that before.
It's difficult, I have to think
your
about
feet should look like your hands in prayer. That's how they should look, yeah? Sole to sole. Okay, breathing in, last one. Strange goings on, breathing out. Releasing down, okay. So see if you can bring the heels in a little bit closer. Okay, clasping around the toes now with your, so have your hands clasped around your toes. Sitting up nice and tall. Keep those shoulders down still, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, you bring the elbows forward if you can. and the head goes down. Just breathing into this position. Releasing, coming up. Okay, lovely, well done. So we're into our final posture, so helping the knees up nice and gently. And give yourself a little massage if you want to. Thighs and the hips. Okay, so final inversion. So we're going to do down dog. So we're just going to come straight into our posture, but first of all, we're going to make sure we're in a good position. So, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Okay. So remember, have the hands, fingers splayed, and that middle finger is towards the top of the mat. And that hand should be underneath the shoulders, your knees underneath the hips, and your feet in line. So there's 2 lines from hand, shoulder, hip, knee to foot. Should be on 2 parallel lines. Okay. Toes under, breathing in, breathing out. So bottom goes up nice and high. So come up onto your toes to start off with and push back. Push that tailbone back. Head releases, head soft, neck soft. Just falling between the top of the arms. And then you can let the heels come down and straighten the knees a bit, but don't have the knees locked back. The more you can push back, the more you'll feel the weight come away from the shoulders. Keeping breathing. So your feet are not parallel with your hands, Steve. Your feet need to be a bit wider and your hands need to be a bit further in. Lovely, well done. Keep breathing. So we're clearing the toxins in the brain, refreshing the blood flow system. Okay, when we're ready, knees down. Heels back, head down. So have your palms down by your feet into full child's pose if you want to. If you want to, and you've got cushions or blocks handy, you can always put something underneath your bottom. You can always put something underneath your head as well if you want to. So for me, a lovely position would be with my bottom slightly propped, with my blocks on my heels. My head supported as well. So really releasing off these shoulders, so all of this area of tension here that we've been strengthening but we might have been causing tension is going to release off in this child's pose. Okay, coming up when you're ready, nice and slowly so you don't get dizzy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do a little bit of breath work before we go into our proper relaxation. So, coming up to sitting comfortably, you can sit on a block. I'm sitting where I'm positioned, it's quite nice for me to sit against the sofa. Protect my back. Okay, so first of all we're going to try and do this cooling breath, which is called Sitali breath. So when you're getting really, if you're getting hot and bothered, or if you're just feeling too hot, you've been out in the garden for too long, you've been working too hard, and you want to just come and rest and have just a few cooling moments. Okay, we've done this breath before, but we'll talk through it. So we're going to curl the tongue lengthways to make a channel. We're going to stick the tongue out a little bit. Okay, so we'll try that first of all. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes, breathe in through the channel, close the mouth and out through the nose, if you can. We're going to do that 5 times. Okay, closing the eyes, breathing in. Close the mouth. Breathing out. You can do that ujjayi sound if you want to as well. Breathing in. So 3 more in your own time. Okay, so if for any reason you can't roll the tongue like that, there is a breath where you kind of bare your teeth and you breathe gently through the gaps in your teeth and then close the mouth and out through the nose. So you could always try that one, or you can try that one and see which suits you best, but that's also a cooling breath. So holding that nice peaceful feeling that you've achieved. Move into relaxation. So however you feel you're best able to relax. So use cushions and props if you want to. You can have something under your head, something on your knees. Come into your lovely relaxation position. Okay, so we're going to do our body scan and then we're going to do a gentle setting sun visualization. Okay, so closing the eyes, palms up to the ceiling or on the body. Letting everything settle down into the floor. And first of all, focusing on your toes, balls of the feet, the soles of the feet and the heels. Both feet, the right foot and the left foot, completely relaxed. Coming up to the ankles, the calves, the knees and the thighs. Both legs, the right leg and the left leg, completely relaxed. Moving up to the hips, feel the hips sinking into the floor. And then focus on the lower back, the middle back and the upper back. Coming round to the front, the diaphragm, the abdomen, the ribs, the lungs, and all the internal organs, the whole of the centre of the body, completely relaxed. Moving across to the hands, the fingers are slightly curled, the palms are open. Both hands, the right hand and the left hand, completely relaxed. Moving up to the wrists, the forearms, the elbows and the upper arms. Both arms, the right arm and the left arm, completely relaxed. Moving up into the shoulders, the shoulder blades are flat against the floor. All the muscles in the shoulders are soft and relaxed. All the muscles running up into the neck, all completely relaxed. Moving up into the throat. You can swallow if you want to release the throat. And then all the muscles in the neck running up into the head. Whole of the neck and the throat area completely relaxed. Moving up to the head, the scalp is smooth, the forehead has no frown lines, The eyes are gently closed and the eyelids are completely relaxed. The cheeks are smooth. Just gently soften the root of the tongue. That allows the jaw to relax. The whole of the face is relaxed. The head, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, centre of the body, the legs and the feet. All completely relaxed. I'd like you to imagine now that you're walking along a deserted beach, just as the sun is beginning to set against the sky. The sky is filled with the beginnings of dusk, where the different colours of night start to appear. And as the sun gets ready to disappear on the horizon, the clouds are a dusty white tinged with pink against the setting sun. And the reflection of the sun is shining against the blue of the sea. As you walk slowly, the sand is cool against your feet. There's a gentle breeze touching your face. And ahead of you are some beautiful green palm trees swaying in the breeze. And you notice as you walk towards the edge of the sea, there are boats tied up with nets and baskets, deserted at the end of the day. You decide to go into the sea and you find that it's not cold, but still warm from the heat of the life-giving sun. But your feet still feel cool and free from sand. You begin to walk along the water's edge and you notice some beautiful seashells in the wet sand of differing shapes and sizes. You stop to look and pick one up, feeling the shape of the shell against your hand, looking at the colours that run through it. As you continue walking, you see ahead a beach chair that has been left from the day. You decide to stop a while and sit in the chair and face the sea. And as you look out, you are amazed at the red of the sun like fire, with its rays shining in all directions, lighting up the sky. And you keep watching as the sun starts to make its way further and further down at the end of the day. The sea shines with the reflection of the setting sun, like jewels of light across the surface. And as the sun dips lower and lower, you notice it creates a golden path of light, leading from the sun directly to you. As the light engulfs you, you feel all your burdens falling from you. You feel yourself lighter, filled with tranquility, calmness and peace. And you watch as the sun sinks further and further, as dusk begins and night will fall. So just moving your awareness now to the calm stillness that you've achieved in your mind and your body. The practice has allowed you to stretch and strengthen, and your mind has been calmed. Just bring your awareness now to your body once more. And start to feel the weight of the body on the floor. Feel the points of contact. The heels, possibly the feet. The hips. The back. Shoulders, the head. And start to feel your breath once more. Start to observe the breath. Just noticing the breath. And beginning now to change the breath, taking a nice deep breath into the tummy. Observing that air coming in, that prana, that energy and life force, and then breathing out. Letting everything flow away. So 2 more nice deep breaths into the tummy, waking the body up. And then on your last in-breath, bring your arms above you. Push those fingertips away from you, toes away, stretching all the way through the body. Breathing in. And then breathing out, toes up towards the ceiling. Stretch those heels away. Really enjoying that stretch. Breathing in again. And then breathing out, bring those arms back down by your sides. Bringing those knees in one at a time. And just releasing any tension in the lower back. Enjoying stretching out. Rolling over to the right hand side if you've got normal or high blood pressure. To the left if you've got low. And coming up to seated. Cross-legged or legs outstretched. Opening the eyes. Coming back into the room. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall now. You can sit on a block or however you feel comfortable. And I have the hands in chin mudra, thumb and forefinger together, other 3 fingers pointing away. You can have the palms up towards the ceiling, or you can have the palms facing down. Okay, closing the eyes. We're going to finish on 3 oms. Okay, so breathing in. Breathing in. Last one. Opening the eyes. Om Shanti. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. Thank you.